Welcome to DMAXUS. Thanks for being here. No extra talk, just pure storytelling. Let's begin today's movie short, Steve.
Today, I am going to explain an American comedy film called Accepted. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Bartleby Gaines is a senior at William McKinley High School in Ohio. He is popular among his peers as the guy who makes fake IDs. He is about to graduate high school and has applied to 7 different colleges. Unfortunately for him, he has been rejected by all 7 of them. In the opening scene, he, along with his friends Daryl and Sherman, are taking pictures of their classmates to create their fake IDs. Daryl is a former football player who now uses crutches because of a permanent injury. He has recently lost his sports scholarship and has no idea what he wants to do in life. In contrast, Sherman is a bright student aiming to join the prestigious Harmon College. He is the 4th generation from his family to be accepted to Harmon. Hence, it is a big deal for his family's reputation. Sherman disapproves of Bartleby's side hustle and warns him of the principal, who routinely comes to the classroom in the 8th period. As they ask everyone to come back later, the principal enters the room. Bartleby saves the group by pretending that they're practicing for a glee club. Although the group sings awfully, the principal is scared of glee club, so he accepts the story and lets them go. On their way out, Bartleby tells Sherman that he has applied to the 8th and the last college, the Ohio State University. He hopes to get into it because if not, he will officially be the black sheep of the family. Suddenly, Bartleby bumps into a classmate named Monica. She is popular and kind, a quality that he seems to like. She tells him about a house party that she is hosting the next day. While Bartleby anticipates an invitation, he is asked to mow her lawn instead. He is so smitten by her that he happily agrees to do so. Bartleby has had a crush on her for a long time, but Monica is currently dating a rich and popular show-off, Ambrose. At home, Bartleby comes across the news that he had been dreading to get. Even the Ohio State University has rejected his application. He tells his sister, Lizzie, who suggests he break the news to his parents. Not wanting to accept that he has failed, he declares that he doesn't want to go to college because it is financially irresponsible. When his parents pressure him to do the opposite, he admits that he has been rejected by every college he applied to. They almost can't believe it. It is clear that he is an embarrassment to them. The following day, everyone attends a graduation party for the class of 2006. While most of them are excited about the next 4 years of college, Bartleby and Daryl are depressed. They have no clue what they're about to do with their lives. Like them, an ideal student named Rory is also stranded. Although she is a great student, she only applied to Yale and didn't get into it. As Bartleby is about to head out, Sherman's father invites him to a group of people. They congratulate Sherman for getting into Harmon and ask Bartleby what his plans are. He embarrassingly tells them the truth, after which the group falls into an awkward silence. His parents do nothing but look at each other in disappointment. At night, Bartleby throws away the rejection letters, but while handling a fake ID, he gets an idea. If he can make an authentic-looking fake ID, it wouldn't be much more difficult to create a fake acceptance letter. He puts the idea into action and develops an acceptance letter for a fictional college called the South Harmon Institute of Technology, commonly known as the Shit. The following morning, he tells Sherman about his genius idea, which Sherman thinks is a recipe for disaster. But upon his best friend's persistence, he creates a fake website for the college that looks legit and is functional. He unknowingly also creates a feature that sends an acceptance email to everyone that applies. Daryl, who is just as distressed as Bartleby, also joins the fake college. When Bartleby's parents find out about the acceptance letter, they're ecstatic, but most of all, relieved. Mr. Gaines thinks it is strange that he has never heard of the Shit college. Bartleby convinces him that it is legit by asking him to check out the website. Since the college is a wing of the prestigious Harmon College, the parents believe that it is just as good. After getting a look at the website, Mr. Gaines hands Bartleby a check for $10,000 for his tuition fee. Everything goes well until the couple claims that they want to drop Bartleby off at his college dorm. Now he will have to find a place that will pass off as a college for a day. As Bartleby, Sherman, and Daryl discuss the plan, Rory claims that she knows an excellent place they can use as a college. She agrees to help if they give her an acceptance letter too. The said excellent place is an abandoned psychiatric hospital. It is in ruins, so the group renovates it starting the next day. They turn the wards into dorm rooms and the lounge area into a hallway, but refrain from entering the bathroom that is in shambles. They also only clean the places that the parents are likely to visit and leave the rest as it is. In the meantime, Sherman moves into a real college dorm in Harmon. The dean wants to make a grand entranceway in front of the college by expanding its territory. For this purpose, the college will have to buy the properties that they want to take over. This also includes the fake college that Bartleby is currently renovating. Monica's boyfriend Ambrose is the head of the student outreach committee. The dean keeps him in charge to secure the properties required for the entranceway. He immediately gets on the job and is soon about to cross paths with Bartleby. Meanwhile, Bartleby and the group are in need of a fake dean for their fake college. They hire a former professor, Ben, who is kicked out and blacklisted because of his temper. Although the man isn't reliable, Bartleby hopes he will get the job done. Then, the following day, Bartleby comes to the college with his parents. To make it look legitimate, Rory has gathered a bunch of actors who pretend to be moving into the dorm. Bartleby's parents take a tour of the place and find it average. Thankfully for him, they do not divert to the unrenovated rooms. Following that, they meet the dean, who curses and throws profanities at the education system. Initially, the couple is skeptical about leaving their son with such an influence, but when he promises to land Bartleby a high-paying good job, they are satisfied. Later that day, the group is hanging out at the college when a guy comes in with an acceptance letter. It turns out that he sent an application to the website and was selected by its automated process. As Bartleby tries to explain that the college doesn't actually exist, he notices a crowd of people behind the guy. For a few seconds, he freezes in shock at the sight. The people ignore him entirely and enter their new college. Bartleby immediately goes to meet Sherman at the Harmon College entrance party. Sherman feels out of place between the rich kids who frequently make fun of him. He and Bartleby return to South Harmon and find a bag of tuition fees submitted by the students. When the students gather in an auditorium-like place, Bartleby goes in front to announce the truth, but seeing their hopeful faces reminds him of himself. South Harmon is their last chance at getting into a college, and he doesn't want to take that away from them. Hence, he refrains from telling them the truth. The next day, the pool is filled, and the entire college turns into a big pool party. They do not have a syllabus to go by. Hence, to make one, everyone writes what they want to learn on a whiteboard. Some people want to cook, while others are interested in skating, fashion design, and so on. Some students say they want to learn to blow things up with their minds, but Bartleby allows them to express their creativity. He encourages everyone to learn whatever they want to and provides them resources using the tuition fees. Soon, South Harmon becomes a place for all losers to pursue their dreams. One day, Ambrose comes to meet the leaseholder of the property, wanting to buy it for Harmon's college entryway expansion. Bartleby declares that the property won't be sold and sends him back without an explanation. In Harmon College, Sherman is so desperate to get into the fraternity house that he does everything his bullies say. They even make him wear stupid costumes and ask him to drink their spit. During a party, Monica, who also goes to Harmon, arrives at the fraternity house. To her horror, she finds Ambrose making out with another girl. He tries to explain the situation, but she refuses to listen and storms off. The next day, she finds a camera in her room, gifted by Bartleby. Monica is impressed that he remembered she likes photography. She goes to South Harmon to thank him and comes across the strange curriculum and even stranger way of teaching. Initially, the college seems to be a joke, but as she gets to know more about it, she thinks the idea is genius. Sherman is worried that if more people get to know about the college, Bartleby might get sued. Seeing that Bartleby doesn't care about the legal channels, he applies for the college to get accredited. He wants to make sure they have a case to appeal if they ever get sued. That night, South Harmon organizes a huge party with a live concert and free drinks, both managed by the students. The word about the party goes around, and even the students from Harmon join in. The same night, Ambrose also organizes the alleged biggest party of the year, but no one shows up. He doesn't have to dig a lot to find out that his guests went to South Harmon's party. He and his group go to South Harmon to see what the fuss is about. Monica and Bartleby are also at the party, enjoying themselves. Bartleby brings her to his room and shows her around. Eventually, they end up kissing. Bartleby gets a text from Sherman informing him of Ambrose's arrival. When the rival group spots Monica in the crowd, they feel betrayed. Monica, on the other hand, tells them that she is transferring to South Harmon. Ambrose and his group leave after being humiliated. The next day, they trick Sherman into coming to the frat house and beat him up until he tells them the reality of South Harmon College. After finding out the truth, Ambrose doesn't waste a day before planning South Harmon's and Bartleby's downfall. The next day, all the parents arrive at the college upon Ambrose's request. As Bartleby tries to find out what is happening, the police arrive and disclose that the college is a scam. Bartleby is sued for embezzling money and establishing an organization without proper documentation. His parents, who are also in the crowd, can almost not believe it. All the other parents take their children back home. Just when Bartleby gives up on the college, Sherman informs him that they still have a chance. He has appealed for a college license to the State Accreditation Board. If they are able to prove that they are a legitimate educational organization, they will get the license, and South Harmon will continue to exist. On the day of the hearing, all the students come to court. It is revealed that to be accredited as a legitimate educational institution, South Harmon must have a facility, a curriculum, and a faculty. When asked about what facilities his college provides, Bartleby lists out things like the dorm room, the tiki bar, the common rooms, and the skateboard ramp. However, the board argues a library or a cafeteria is a must. For the curriculum part, the infamous whiteboard is brought to the court. It has absurd things written on it that Bartleby tries to explain, but the board remains unimpressed. The last straw for the board is when it finds out there are no teachers in the college because the students learn from each other. Bartleby knows that the lawsuit is slipping from his hands. He stops the court process and apologizes to everyone for lying to them. But he is also adamant about the fact that the students of South Harmon learned while they were in the institution. They were being taught things that they were interested in, which should be the main aim of all educational institutions. The college was fake, but it did not affect the students' education, which is why he thinks that they should be given a chance to officially prove themselves. The judges are impressed by the speech. Moreover, the students won't have a place to go in the middle of the semester. Hence, they are granted a 1-year probationary period to continue their experimental program. Everyone celebrates the win, and South Harmon goes back to being the fun place for learning.